Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Siblings that were separated from birth and now reuniting after 36 years. Wow, isn't that very long? 36 years. You'll be wondering, how did they get to know that they are siblings? And funny enough, to shock everyone, these are twin sisters who had no idea that the other even existed. But they have now reunited for their 36th birthday. The identical twins, which you can actually see, are very beautiful ladies, Molly and Emily, were separated at birth in South Korea, and they were adopted by different families. And also, these siblings spent most of their lives totally unaware of each other's existence and little information about their birth family. Sometimes in some locations where things are not so okay, either there may be certain crises or certain restrictions when it has to do with children, and the parents want to ensure that the lives of their babies are safe without any harm coming to them. What some parents will do is, it's not their desire, it's not their wish, but just to save these kids' lives, they would now take them as toddlers and give them over to different families so they can keep them safe, and they would know that their babies are in safe hands so that they don't get any harm from whatever is happening in their own home country. And the siblings spent most of their lives in these different families. And as toddlers, how will you know as a baby that you have a sister except you are being told? Living all these years without even knowing that they had a twin sister somewhere. But after these 36 years, the two were able to find each other. And thanks to the DNA test which they had run, and now they've met face to face for the first time. You could see these beautiful identical twins. How shocking can this be, knowing that you have, it's like half of twins, like part of this person is somewhere, not knowing that you already have another half somewhere. And when you come together, it's like a complete cell have come to form one cell. And that is how excited these women are. And both twins are adopted by Jewish families in the US when they were just few months old. Molly went to live in Florida, and then while Emily's family were from Pennsylvania. The sisters were also reunited after Emily's 11-year-old daughter Isabel set about to find out more about her mom's family. So you see how this whole thing just happened. It was a very big coincidence, or at their older age, they never knew that they had a twin, both of them. Not until their own daughter, one of them, that Emily's 11 years old daughter, decided to just start scouting and finding out more about her mom's family. And that she just was even on the interview, they had to interview her on the television, and she said that she wanted to do a DNA test because she was adopted. And she also wanted to find out if she had more family on her side. And you see, this DNA has really helped a lot. It has helped people to identify their true families, to identify where they really come from. Meanwhile, halfway across the US, Molly also decided that she wanted to take a DNA test to find out more about her own history. Kids that have been taken far away, and when they grow, definitely they'll get to find out that they were adopted. Either the adopted parents will let them know that I am not your real parent, or some other people would let them know that these are not your real parents. But however, they eventually get to find out. I know once they find out, they are very curious to know who their birth parents are or where they come from. Who would not be happy to do that? I'm sure a lot of people will be happy to find out who their parents really are, especially when you are away from your parents for like most of your years growing. You never saw them, you didn't even know anything about them. And Molly said that she had to click on the close relative and she didn't even really understand it at that time. Also, she shared the 46.96 DNA with this person, and she had to predict that she is her own daughter. And she was even confused because she said that it's not right because she had never gone into labor and didn't have children. That it didn't take long for Molly to figure out the results were connecting to her twin sister. It's so funny because when Molly had done her own DNA, they found out that from the specimen, she was connected to somebody else, but she was thinking that it's a child. And what made her confused because she doesn't have a child, she's never given birth to any child before, and that she don't even have children. So how come they are now saying that there is another part of this DNA existing which came from her? You know, since she's a twin, so it's going to be the same. It's not like when it's another of your sibling, you will know that there'll be some kind of differences, but this one, it's actually the same, indicating like this person came out of her. And that was why she was confused and saying, no, she's never given birth to any child before. So how come this coincidence? But it didn't take long for her to figure out that they were connecting to her own twins sister. And the sisters were able to chat from afar and also shared pictures because when they discovered, they now had to start trailing with that DNA. You know, they have a way of figuring it out. They had to trail to know who is this part of Molly that is seeming like it's Molly's daughter, but it's not. Molly is saying she had never given birth before, but they really needed to find out. On doing that search, they got to know that it is her own twin sister, but they decided not to have a video call until they met in person. Even though Emily didn't feel comfortable taking the test, that's her other twin sister, she said finding out she had a twin immediately filled a hole in her heart. And you can see both of them for the first time seeing each other, seeing your face. It's like you're seeing your face in the other person because they are identical twins. And she also continued that although she have a family who love her and have been wonderful, that there was always a feeling of disconnection. I think these twins, usually generally, twins have a way of connecting. There's this connection between them because it's the same cell that had actually formed this particular twin. And then that is the reason why that DNA was looking like it's a DNA of another person that came out from Molly because they all shared the same cell together. And finding out that she had an identical twin sister just made everything so clear. And then that was when Molly said it made sense to her at that time because she was worried and she was scared, like, who is this person that's come out of her when she has never had a child before? And as the twins got to know each other, they found out that they are similar in so many ways. They both had cats and they wore similar dresses, hairstyles, necklaces to prom, even when they were not together. So you can see that there's this thing about twins. They have this particular connection. Even looking at them, they're wearing the same hairstyles, unknown to them, and that's the first time they are meeting. And they went through each other's pictures and they realized that most of the things they were doing, even while they were far apart, were similar things. And she said Emily had to even say that on her senior prom picture, they were both wearing the same beaded dress with a strapless style and their hair was exactly the same. And that she realized this is probably one of the many twin moments that she will discover. And also, speaking of the moment that they met, Emily concluded that this was the happiest moment of her life and that she can honestly say that. So come to imagine how these ladies will be filled with so much joy. After a whole 36 years, you come together. You know, there's this eagerness. You want to know each other more, want to know a lot of things. And theirs is so interesting because these are identical twins. And funny enough, who never knew that they ever existed? This is very interesting, and it's good that they had eventually come together. They talked about their families, the new families that they have gotten, and they expressed joy of the people that had brought them up and trained them to the point where they are right now, which they said they are actually happy, but trying to know each other now and getting to see that they have another family had made the whole thing very interesting. This is a very good one. And thanks to the family, that's their birth parents, who deemed it fit to give their kids to people who they know will take good care of them. It's better than abandoning your children. You know, as some people will do when they feel that situation is difficult, or like in some countries where you are given the number of babies you're to have. If you have more than that, the child would either be taken away from you. And so some parents want to avoid such kind of a thing happening. Instead of them doing like Molly and Emily's parents did by handing them over to good people that you know will take good care of them. Some people will abandon the babies, throw them away. Some will do some horrible things to these babies, all because they are trying to avoid any harm. Instead, they'll be the ones causing more harm. So please, I think this would also serve as a lesson to people that, especially for those who take in for men, probably they are not ready to nurse a baby, to take care of a baby. Please look for a safe home for them, or you take them to orphanage homes where they'll be taken good care of, or you give them to families. There are some families out there that all they want is just a baby to keep their life complete or to make them happy. That is all they need. You search for such kind of families, you should know that they would receive love in those kind of homes. Please, rather than abandoning these innocent children who didn't plan for their lives and they came into the world, let them have a field of the environment they have been born into. Search for people. There are a lot of them who are good and genuine. And there are a lot of agencies that you can actually reach out to so that they can hand these innocent little babies to good homes where they would live and grow and have a life. Please don't throw away babies. Don't harm them all because you don't want them or you didn't plan for them. No, no, no. Babies are a blessing. Rather than doing all of that, please ensure that your babies are safe. You know, the good thing about it is this: once you hand your babies over to people to take care of them, you'll be happy knowing that your babies are in safe hands. And the greatest joy is maybe after so many years, you come to see that child is grown or has become something in life. You'll be so happy and you'll be glad that you never abandoned this child or you never hurt this child in any way. That is another good thing about handing your babies over to good, responsible family that will take care of them. Because in the long run, you'll be happy that this child is safe. And when you get to see your child all grown, that is when you would appreciate that child the more. So please don't harm babies because you don't want them. Remember that some people are out there crying and only begging for God to bless them with even just one, and that would make their lives complete. Friends, this is a very exciting and interesting news for this family right now. They are so happy. They have come together, and it's good that they're all in the same country, which makes it a whole lot easier for them to be accessible to one another. Please, if you have anything to say, you can put that down at the comment section. Good, I think the parents did not just abandon them. Their parents would even be very happy knowing that these women are grown now to be matured women and are even healthy and safe. They will be proud parents to know that the kids will know the parents did not abandon them. At least their parents handed them over to responsible people who took good care of them up to the age of 36 years. That's a very, very long time. This is really amazing, and it's so good that the parents had to do this instead of abandoning their child or letting whatever will happen in the country happen to their child. Friends, please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Friends, I'm here today to talk about how to start up a new YouTube channel. So for those that are looking to start up a new YouTube channel, probably you've been trying to figure out how to go about it, or you have been trying to see what it entails or what you need to start. That's why I'm here today, to give you the easy way for you to get this done. Not just the easy, but the best method, and also to give you or to talk about the best teacher who will give you all that is required for you to start up your own YouTube channel. This is a teacher. He is really successful with his YouTube, and he has been a teacher for so long now. Teacher is Matt Pa. He's going to give you a step-by-step method on how to start up your own YouTube channel. No stone unturned. Every step of the way, he's going to lead you through it. You have links that you can actually reach out to him and communicate with him directly. That's Matt Pa there. You can see the huge successes he has made in YouTube. You can see his silver, you can see the gold, you can also see his revenue that he's actually making on YouTube, which is very huge. He is going to give you a YouTube step-by-step tube mastery class every step of the way, from the beginning of the opening of the channel to how you can start up and put up your videos. He is leaving no stone unturned, like I said. So for those that are seeking for how to start up their own YouTube channel, this is the easiest and the fastest way for you to have access to this particular teacher who is honest and straightforward, and you will enjoy every bit of the class, and you will have lots of gain. At the end of your class, you will have lots to hold on to and to start up your own YouTube channel. It's going to be like an ABC class, starting from the scratch. So please, for those of you that are interested in starting up your own YouTube channel, Matt Pa, he is the teacher, and you will have direct access to him. I'm dropping the link below, so please, you just click on that link and you will have access to Matt Pa's class. He is going to give you the whole content of YouTube and all that it takes for you to be successful in YouTube, and how to start YouTube from the scratch. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat, he's leaving no stone unturned. And it's so interesting that if you have any kind of complaint, no matter the time you have this complaint or you are confused about anything, you can communicate directly to him and he will give you a response as soon as he gets your question, or as soon as he gets your mail or anything you're trying to confirm from him. He is quick at responding and he will give you the right answers. And even if you go elsewhere to search, you find out that what he is saying is actually true. He wouldn't mislead you. So please, for those of you that want to start your own YouTube channel from the scratch and see how you can be successful on YouTube, please go to this link, click on the link below, so you will have access to the teacher. That's the teacher there you can see and see his success. You can go through that and then you click on the link so that you can have direct access to Magpa himself. This teacher, you will enjoy and enjoy every bit of the classes that he's going to give to you. So friends, do not forget to click the link below so you have access to Magpa's Tube Mastery class, and he will give you the best teaching for YouTube you would really need to start your own channel. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, for those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you once again, and God bless you all.